What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again for a Toronto Maple Leafs game day preview versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, Toronto comes into this one 9-9-4. It's not looking good for them. Vegas comes into this one 9-9-3, so the records are pretty similar. Of course, the last time out, they had a pretty good game, but this one is a 10 p.m. game, so it's a late one to all the people, 10 p.m. Eastern, so all the people watching this one late at night. I will have a review after the game. Don't worry, I might be a little tired, but I will be posting a review of the game. But let's get to the probable starters. Frederik Andersen, who has the Leafs 9 wins this season, 9-4-3, 2.74 goals against average, and a 9-12 save percentage. Freddie has actually been pretty good, while this team has just been awful. Those numbers are better than I would have expected with the record that looks this bad so far. And the reason why I'm saying it looks so bad, and this goes for both Vegas and Toronto, is they're both better teams than the way that they're playing. Marc-Andre Fleury comes into this one 10-5-1. That doesn't make any sense why it says 10 but Vegas has 9 wins. That must be something wrong here. Maybe I'm just tripping, but that doesn't look right to me. Anyways, maybe they just haven't updated this. If Vegas won yesterday, maybe it's not, it hadn't been updated yet. I'm going to go back and see if they have it. Oh, they're not showing anything, but it says here 10-5-1, 2.52 goals against average, and a 920 save percentage. A really good start to the year for Marc-Andre Fleury. Those are some pretty, really good numbers. In terms of points, Austin Matthews is still in the lead of points, 27, while William Karlsson has 23. In terms of assists, somehow Mitch Marner is still leading while he's been out with 14 assists. William Karlsson has 15. In terms of goals, Matthews has 14. Riley Smith has 10. Wins, like I said, Freddie Andersen has 9. Fleury has 10. So they must be 10, 9, and 3 now. So they must have played, and they haven't updated this. But in terms of their other statistics, goals per game, the Leafs are at 3.18. Vegas is at 2.86. Goals against per game, Toronto's at 3.41. Vegas is at 3.10. So again, both those numbers are pretty similar. Power play percentage, the Leafs are at 16%, so they're getting worse on the power play. Really not good for them. And Vegas, 21%, so their power play percentage is at least starting to get a little bit better. In terms of penalty kill, Toronto's at 75%. Vegas is at 86%. So Vegas is leading in every category here except for goals per game, which is pretty close anyways. But this game is really huge. The last game they played, they won. The Leafs won 2-1. But this game is huge because the Leafs are at a really, really important part right now. The team is all over the place. They're not winning games, and there's a lot of people freaking out. The media, the fans. There's a lot of people calling for Babcock's head. There's people calling for Dubas's head. There's people calling for the player's head. Now, this is what I want to say to Leaf fans. While I do believe that Babcock should take a lot of this blame, I'm not saying that he is all to blame. Were there some trades that might have been better suited for Dubas? Sure, but you have to give him credit. He's brought in a ton of talent, and Mike Babcock is refusing to use them in certain situations that they should be put in. The defensive pairings are terrible. Last time I checked, Kyle Dubas doesn't control the defensive pairings. He acquired pieces. Cody Ceci was never meant to be on the first pairing. Justin Hall has played better than a lot of people expected, except for a guy like Kyle Dubas who keeps giving him a contract, and now finally Mike Babcock is playing him, but he's on the bottom pairing even though he's played better than most defensemen. Travis Dermott shouldn't be on the bottom pairing either. He's better than Cody Ceci by a long shot. There is literally no reason to have Hall or Dermott on the bottom pairing when they're both better suited with Morgan Riley. I also believe that Tyson Barrie is being placed in a role that he shouldn't be put in. He's a much better offensive defenseman, and he goes into the rush and plays his game, but Babcock is not allowing him to play that game. Jake Muzzin's had a little bit of a crappy last couple games, but he's actually been quite good. So you kind of have to look at this and think, okay, the talent's there, but they're not being put in the right situation. That's on Babcock, but Kyle Dubas should also take a little bit of the blame for maybe some contracts given out, but I still believe you give the coach the right talent, they should be able to play it. There's also been some injuries, but the players are not off the hook. There's a lot of players that look extremely lazy right now. It almost seems like they have given up on the coach, which is obviously a concern for Mike Babcock and the whole team in itself, because now Kyle Dubas has to make a really, big decision in the next couple weeks. Hell, it might be in the next couple games. If the Leafs lose the next 2 games in a row, I think Babcock's gone. I honestly do believe he's going to get fired. Sheldon Keefe is his guy, and that's the guy that will be brought up. He's my guy, if I'm being honest. I think Sheldon Keefe would be a much better head coach at this point. And again, I've made this video. I'm not discounting Babcock's record. I'm not discounting what Babcock has done in the past. But guys, you have to understand, he hasn't done anything significant in 10 years. 9 or 10 years. That's a long time. The game is different now. The way that the Leafs want to play is fast and skilled. The game that Babcock wants to play is slow and defensive. That's not going to work. You need to put the foot on the pedal and go with what you've got. And it's an offensively gifted team, and that's not what they're doing right now. So they're going to have to show it against Vegas tonight. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I talk about all NHL teams, so make sure to go and check out the videos, even though there's been a lot of Leafs content lately. But I post other stuff, and it doesn't get watched a lot, even though people say that I should post more of other teams. I try, and I am trying, so make sure to check it out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video or stream. Peace.